Who's your waifu? Amelia, Ram, Lulu, Cock? What's it poppin'? Peeperoni, Paisano, Poopa Patoopas. It's your boy Koopas back at it with the very rare, the super duper rare Epic 7 video. Now you might be wondering, how the heck is this Epic 7? These characters are from the ReZero Animals, the game, not the game, I mean they've had freaking waifu simulator book games, but the anime that goes, how are they here? Well, freaking Epic 7 decided, you know what, we haven't had content for God, there's been a content jump for honestly, I think 5 months in this game. It's how I've saved so much. But they decided, hey, we're gonna collaborate with ReZero and have you get the chance for Amelia and Rim, and we're gonna give you Ram for free because nobody likes Ram. But how Rim has her sister Ram, I have my brother-in-arms RTB here in the background because he can at least understand what we're going for in this instance. Say hello to the beautiful people at home.
Hey, cast counter spell on both Amelia and Rem at 5th level.
Unfortunately, Luluka counters your counter spell at 6th.
Oh, by the way, that kept happening a lot in the final episode.
I imagine it. He's talking about Critical Role. That's been a thing that he's been high on for a while, and I'm almost done with it too. But it's one of those things like, God, I just don't want it to end yet. I'm trying to come with that realization. I'm going through like the 5 stages of grief right now.
Oh God, yeah. I finished it, guys. I finished campaign 2, and I didn't want it to end either. But it's the old saying goes, all good things must come to an end, and boy, it was a satisfying final arc. But yeah, that kept happening. It's funny you said that, because that kept happening in that final episode. Like there was, like it was like it's like watching a Killer Instinct fight. Counterbreaker.
Or just 2 guys in Mortal Kombat uppercutting each other over and over again. But anyway, so just to get your opinion, so we can objectively be thrown on the fires on who is better. If you were in my shoes, because right now I have enough for at least one of them guaranteed, and I think halfway through another one, depending on our luck. We could get them both. But at worst, I'm guaranteed one of them. Who personally would you be? And don't cheap out and say Luluka. Because no one's going to believe you.
Yes. The internet's going to hate me, but Amelia.
I mean, they're going to hate me as well because that's who we're going for first.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry. I just like her a little better, okay? And it doesn't help kind of what happens to him in Season 2. No spoilers because he hasn't seen it yet. I'd love to talk with him about it. I mean, would you want me to tell you? I mean, it's nothing super dire, but there's something that happens to where we don't really see her a lot in Season 2.
No, I'd rather not.
Okay.
No,
well, just let you know there's you don't see her a lot in Season 2. Not because she died, she's alive, but we just
She went to another dimension.
Yeah, she went Napa to another dimension. And again, Amelia just has a lot of a character growth moments in Season 2 as well, and it's some good stuff, even though there's some problems I had with Season 2, but I would love to explain all that, but I can't really because he hasn't seen it yet. I have, so maybe one day, maybe when they eventually do the collab again, and I'm summoning for Echidna, he'll see it by then and we'll get into it. Lord, if Echidna shows up on this game, I might have to put a little bit of money if I don't have enough for her by the time she comes out, because I mean, I love her enough to have gotten a statue of her, so. But yeah, without further ado, let's just click these away, and I guess we'll just get started with some rando topics here. It's going to be a long one. I mean, I could do multi-summons, but in this game, I don't really like multi-summons. I guess I'll go ahead and show you why. I'll do it once on here, but I'll go ahead and show you why. But I don't think this very well shows us why. But it pretty much, it groups them together in it groups them together weirdly. It's like you pretty much just did 10 singles back to back. And the thing about, I'm trying to explain it the best as I can. It's you're not really guaranteed a 4-star when you do all these multis. So you could do a whole set of 10 and only get 3 stars, and then it feels super bad. That, and with how like the pity works in this game, I want to just do a bunch of singles as much as possible, just so when I do finally, oh wow, that's her artifact. I think that's her like equipable card. Nope, never mind. That's a different card. Whoops, my bad. But yeah, I just want to just pop singles slowly. That's a dude, by the way. I just want to pop singles.
Of course it is.
Just so when we get Amelia, we can immediately go to Rim and try for her. But knowing my luck on how this game is going to go, we're probably going to have to go all the way to pity for Amelia. Probably not end up getting Rim. I mean, I have enough to do in this game. Maybe I can brute force her before it's the end. So I can pretty much assure myself both. But again, we'll see how it goes. Play by ear. Unfortunately, Epic 7 is one of those games where it has poo-poo-doo-doo caca rates. So a lot of the time, you're just going to see a bunch of like 3 stars that you've already had 15 billion versions of, and nothing super exciting. So that's kind of the unfortunate thing. I mean, we did get a 5-star artifact, but normally with me, I just roll my eyes at artifacts. Because, I mean, they give you boost, but it's not the character. That's really not exciting for me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the singles now. So whenever you want to go ahead and start with something, you can go ahead. Because it's just going to be a lot of this. It's going to be book.
Before I go any further, with credit with the topic I want to get to, what was do you remember the episode that of Critical Role or a moment while watching it that you realize like that you're gonna that you like it that you're gonna get into it?
And this is the thing. I've known you asked me this before. You've shared with me your moment. I know you're going to share with the folks. Honestly, it was one of those things that I just knew I would like from the very beginning and just kind of stuck with it because a lot of those voice actors I ended up growing up with in different shows they were on. So I always had a feeling that they would nail whatever they're doing out of the park, and just listening to them having fun and being like part of this world, I knew it would just be enjoyable for most. So it wasn't really like a thing that happened that like made me like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I kind of just had that feeling from the start. I always believed I was their number one fan from the beginning. I mean, not really. It took me a while to finally sit down and watch it, but it was something I knew that I enjoyed. It makes the work days a lot more bearable, I'll tell you
that. Okay. Do you want to say the story?
I mean, that's what you're here for, man. I mean, do you
okay.
want to sit here in silence and watch me open up boring books for Melanie for like the 50th time? I don't think
for waifus.
For cards.
So I heard I went to a D&D session. I didn't play, unfortunately. But everyone was like, yo, watch this show called Critical Role. I think you'll like it. It has voice actors like Laura Bailey, Sam Riegel, like Lim O'Brien. I'm like, wait, Lim O'Brien plays D&D? And they're like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then, here's a mild spoiler here, but this is only the first episode, so...
Oh yeah, of course, and that's really easy to go see. So it's like, and it's
So eventually, you know, so it's like Molly, Yasha, Ford, Yasha, Molly, Jester, Ford, Bo, Caleb, and Not all go to the circus, which Yasha and Molly work at. And they invite them to the circus, they dropped out their weapons, and what the moments, the two moments that really captivated me, and like, okay, I'm gonna get into this, was when Matthew, Matthew Mercer, who's the dungeon master of the game, was describing all the different performances that was happening in the circus. and he had like the music and the ambiance, and he was like giving it such a like really sucking you in and immersing you in it, and it felt like because a lot of it's imagination, it's all imagination, and it was at that moment because I was watching them banter, but then like and like
I can't skip this one. I hope the person comes from the right side. Left. Dang it. Well, maybe this is Amelia's card, I guess. Yeah, okay, this time it's a card. Alright. Okay, go on. Sorry about that.
so no, you're fine.
Is there
So then
something I'm skipping through like this that it won't let me skip, which means it's a 5-star? So.
okay, that's good. So the way he was like really the way he was describing it was like really immersive, really getting into the mood, and that's the thing. Like I was like I had to imagine, which that's part of D&D. Imagine what I was seeing. And I was like, oh, I could see it. Because for most of the episodes, I was enjoying the voice acting, enjoying the banter back and forth. But it wasn't until it was being described when he was describing the circus, that one moment in the circus, the performances, and I was like imagining it. I was like, oh, okay, now I see it. You know what I'm saying? And then when the combat started, I won't say what caused it. Apparently, they had a fight because something it was a performance and then something went wrong.
Can't skip
So
this
then
one.
I had to defend. Okay, oh, hold on.
Nope. Okay, go on.
Let's see. What is it? Is it Rem one or no?
No, it's Amelia again.
A million again. Oh right, John Million. My bad. Anyway, so then what happened was something happened to where all of a sudden they had to start fighting, and then Yasha got all the weapons, and the moment it clicked for me was when it was Lim O'Brien's turn. He plays a character named Caleb Widowgas, which funny enough he ended up being. It's funny enough the person when he was describing what he was doing with the character and how he was attacking, and Matthew was describing what he was doing the character while attacking, and it's funny enough. That's where my imagination kicked in because I imagined Caleb, because of course everyone's like the situation's getting bad. Everyone's like running. I imagine in my head everyone running out of the circus trying to get out, and Caleb just calmly like just at a distance walking calmly like measuring the situation, putting up this magic crystal to attack the monster that's in the circus, and I saw that in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I figure out how D&D works now. It's all about imagination, and I see it in my head play out. And it's funny enough that's the first character where I imagine how I visualized it. The visualization moment.
Third Amelia card.
Oh, it's some lady. Anyway, and it's funny enough that's when I imagined that it was with Caleb, and it's funny enough he ended up being my favorite character in the show. He described how cool calm he was in attacking the monster, even like when he missed it. Matthew described how a random patron trying to get away accidentally knocked out of his hand, and just little things like that. And I was like imagining stuff, and then imagine the rest of the fight going on. But Caleb, you understand? Like Caleb was like the first one to help me understand how D&D works and how to visualize it. So he helped me to visualize what was going on, and I figured out. Then I figured out how D&D works. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. I finally get it, and it was great, man. It was just truly great that I figured it out, and I got hooked hard. I tried to get into campaign 1, but then thankfully, as I went back to watch it, they fixed the audio, because the audio for the first episode, at least for a little bit, was freaking awful. Oh my god. They're having some like audio issues, and thankfully they managed to fix it, because even Sam Riegel was all like, if we keep playing with the audio like this, I'm gonna kill myself. He said jokingly, but still, was like, damn. But thankfully they managed to fix it. But yeah, I just got through all of campaign 2. I know Koopa's like, funny. It's like Koopa, like I was always behind, and when at one moment it was all like, I'm like, I'm on 127. I'm like, I'm at 128. Like I finally passed Koopa, and now he is 5 episodes away, and I finished. As of today, believe it or not, today I saw the final episode.
Gee, oh my god, I wonder if we'll get Amelia here. Oh my gosh, Sparkling, I can't skip. Wow! Oh my god! We got her even though it was pity! To no one's surprise! Super excitement! Wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have came sooner, you dumb bitch.
And she's just crying. She cries how that one.
But what I'm a little bit disappointed in is she's talking in Greek, so they didn't get the English voice actors to record for them. So that's a little bit disappointing, because this game does have English audio.
It'll probably come in later, like they did for My Hero. But it's funny.
Right, I mean, well, we have half of them for Ren. Maybe the Remulites will be right, and she'll prove she's the superior waifu by showing
I
up.
will find out.
Let's see.
I laugh because remember that one beat? What's that beat character from Knuckles Chaotix? Yeah, I imagine when you said thanks for showing up late, you dumb bitch. She cries like Charmy. Amelia cries like Charmy. That one is like
Bruce from that freaking I just call her you chump, you big jerk, Papa moron. You're a big loser. And she's just like, where did I go wrong?
Alright, so now to get to the main topic.
Yeah.
And oh, I gotta ask before I go any further. Who's your favorite character in Critical Role? I think mine's Caleb.
Yeah, we kind of share the same. I mean, it depends,
really?
It depends on when you're asking me. Like for the lore and just the intrigue of the character and stuff, it is definitely Caleb, but there's definitely a special place in my heart.
Oh god.
She's not the most deepest and doesn't really have any entangled story to the plot, but she is such the heart of the group.
Oh yeah. Hello, bees. You could actually become a meme. Like, are you pooping? I love that so much. Virginia? No. I am the legend. I am pooping. So, Koopa, I know I mentioned this before, any big games looking forward to this year?
You mean besides Mario Party, which is just a recollection and remake of a bunch of older boards? I mean, not really. Well, then the Tales game.
Oh yeah, that thing is called Tales of Aspire.
Yeah,
Upright.
Yeah. Tales of Aspire. Yeah.
Aspire. It comes out September, I believe.
Yeah, it's sometime around my birthday. I don't think
it
on
looks
my
really
birthday,
good,
but just sometime around it.
Looks really good. Fox waifu. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have so much inventory, like cleaning up. I'm gonna need to do so much garbage 3 stars I have to throw away.
Look at all this garbage.
Yeah.
Frank.
Again, these summons haven't been very aspiring. If you're here for the commentary, I mean, thank you, but you can see I wasn't lying. These games rates, I mean, I've gotten a couple 4-star stuff here and where, but in terms of like 5-star stuff you'd actually want and be excited for, it's not happening. Like, we're almost done here, and I haven't seen head or tails of like a Rem or one of her cards. So.
All right, well, before he finishes, I want to talk about the Activision Blizzard controversy real quick. It is so wild.
Oh, this is going to take a while, but yeah.
What's happening over there, because the women were being sexually just abused over there, and they're trying to act like, oh, everything's perfectly fine. Nothing's bad happening over there. I'm like, there's one exec lady, she's out like, oh, well, I've been having a good experience. I'm like, lady, you haven't been there barely long enough. You only been there like a few months, and you're in a high position. You're not even nowhere near like grunt level. You're like a high-ranking manager. And I usually found out because she was getting so much shit for like saying, "Oh, it's not that bad."
No. Okay. Well, maybe it's Rim's card. Yeah, it's Rim's card. Okay.
Oh, nice. And she was getting like so much shit for like saying, "Oh, that's not the case. It's nothing bad's happened." They were giving her so much shit that she ended up deleting her Twitter account. And now I found out now that the State of California is not only suing Activision Blizzard, also heard they're suing Bobby Kotick as well, because apparently he knew about it too, and he's been complacent, and they knew about it, and whatnot, and so he's being sued as well. Are you done, Koopa?
Yeah, that's it. Not very
I
exciting. We had to get an Amelia on Penny, and Rim didn't show up, so I'm just gonna have to play the game and get enough summons to get her on Penny. I mean, at least I got both of them, but yeah, nothing super expiring here. No early super hype 5 stars or nothing. That's kind of unfortunately what you get with Epic 7, but at least you have enough to brute force it. So I'm not super depressed. I at least got Amelia, and Rim's gonna eventually be there. But what I am depressed on is I got a lot of fucking bops claiming to their role.
I hear you. Let me end with 2 things. One, watch if you like D&D or like listening to good stories. Watch Critical Role, especially Campaign 2. And as far as the Activision Blizzard situation, it's terrible what's happening. I believe the employees. I know they won't lie about something like this. There's too much smoke to be no fire. And it's funny how the man accuses Alex as a Fumbe, his name is, was being compared to as the white Bill Cosby. And funny enough, him and a bunch of his friends took a picture with Bill Cosby. Well, took a picture of a frame with a picture of Bill Cosby, which I'm like, wow, talk about ironic. It's online too. If you want to look it up, it's wild. and let me just, at the end of the day, for those of you who are on strike right now, because there's Blizzard employees on strike, please, 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 I know I've said it before in my other videos, please, 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 please start a union. You guys are not trash. You guys are not, you're not robots. You're not slaves. You're not like, need to be treated like crap. You're human beings with thoughts and feelings, and you don't deserve the level of disrespect you've been getting. Please start a union, because I know unions aren't perfect. I know they have their flaws, but I know if a union was in place, however, this shit wouldn't be happening. Please, don't let them discourage you. Don't let them talk you out of it. Stay strong. Get your justice, but also start a union. Otherwise, this crap will continue. That's my 2 cents on the Activision Blizzard. The Activision Blizzard controversy.
Tried some sneaky summons at the end there because I had enough for 10 more, but that happened absolutely nowhere. So instead, we're gonna end it with this one dumb Moonlight summon that's not even gonna be a 5-star. It's gonna be a 3-star. Actually, we can do 2 of them. Wowie zowie. Let's see. Nothing. 3-star number 1. Yep. Trash. And 3-star number 2. Well, it's a 4-star, but it's one I already had. And that's how shitty these games rates are.